My name is Samantha Stewart. I am a first-year student in the master's program for philosophy at Ohio University. I am a candidate for vice president because I'm very interested in being actually involved with my peers and my students that I pass, and not just having discussions with them, but I want to have the ability to change their lives in the way that they can have to interact with the rules and the guidelines that govern campus and where we all live, and what really changes the conversation that we all are able to have and the openness of discussion that's on campus. And so I would really like to be instrumental in the ability that we have to change that and to open it and to make it, to elevate it, especially since we are graduate students now. And I would really like to see that known wider on campus, because the undergraduate student senate is definitely widely known and instrumental and inspiring almost to people who don't know anything about the political sphere or realm on campus. But the graduate student senate unfortunately doesn't have the same privilege that they do, and recognition and exposure that I think would actually be really helpful to a lot of the students that I talk to and who just really don't know that they have the ability to change things like this.
So I'm going to try to remember some of the questions that were asked to the other candidates. So if you have seen the rules and procedures, or you know about the GSS functioning at all, is there anything you would like to see changed?
So I know definitely the vice president position has obviously seen a lot of changes and discussion, especially, but and I know that there's some kinks to work out, and I would definitely, I heard even one gentleman say that he would like to see open members, the open body, the group members come in and be more involved in the decisions, and just so they feel like they can have more of an impact too. And I really got excited about that idea, and I thought that would be a great plan if everyone could really just feel like they had more of a say. And especially, like, I want to be on executive board because I'm not even sure that I could do much as an open body member presently. So I would really like to go and bring other people in, and even if they're not the type of person who wants to be on an executive board or in a position, or they're just not, that's not their nature, I think they should also very much have the intelligence and a say and a perspective that needs to be listened to also. So I think streamlining the whole process of decision making and voting, definitely, but in the way that it's streamlined so everyone is involved and every single person is aware of what's happening in a straight line sort of way, and less of a S-curve type road that it seems some of the meetings might go down, that I think everyone would really like to be involved.
What do you think about the time commitment that is needed in such a position, being that well, as of now, only the president gets some compensation, tuition and all of that, GA, but not the other executive members. How do you see that?
The time commitment without the compensation, or just the time commitment impact?
Both.
So I went to undergrad here, and now I get to do my graduate degree here, which is really exciting, and a really big hump that I had to get over and that I had to share with my friends and that we all had to learn, was that everyone has this excitement freshman year of a whole new world and all these possibilities and freedoms, and you really see the culture of campus, those who go to the library every day and those who don't, and it's really, we're nothing, and I had to learn the lesson that we are here for nothing else but education, and to be, at the end of the day, we're only here for homework. And so to be involved in the student senate in a way that's brings your homework to your whole life and then spreads it around and really impacts you in such a detrimental way that your only time commitment is to really be actually physically involved in your curriculum. That's amazing for the time commitment aspect. But as for the compensation, I was actually shocked to hear that even an after-school extracurricular club even offered compensation at all. So I didn't even know that. I think that it would be amazing to hear everyone else's opinions, and I would love to hear those arguments because I've never even been exposed to those perspectives, so I would love to learn about that. But as for not having it currently, that I didn't even know, that's a non-starter. I was not even aware that was a possibility to be concerned about. So
perfect. And you are a candidate for the communication or
Um,
for the
I-
vice presidency?
Vice president, and I also technically am a candidate for the communication, but I think I would rather withdraw that just because at the time when I was applying for like all the positions on the application, where I was involved in clubs in undergrad at the ACLU and stuff, we did the trickle down method, which I almost was like wanted to raise my hand and suggest this, where if you didn't get the first thing, then you went to the next position in the ranking. And so I thought that, well, there's going to be a ton of people in the vice presidency. I would really like that one, but also if that doesn't happen, I would love to be involved at all in any way. So I'll just click the communications box because I love people and I would love to learn that, but my skills in communications definitely are not as energetic or they're just not as energetic or not really as well trained or well inspired as I think that the vice president's position would be.
Mm-hmm. So just to finish, what would you expect to bring to the GSS? Why should people vote for you?
So I would expect to bring a sort of transparency and diversity and integration, interdisciplinary, I should say, because in my intellectual journey, I've definitely found it hard to narrow down one place I wanted to be, whether that was political science or historical perspective, or if I wanted a philosophical route to everything. And so I would really love to bring the aspect of just learning and the foundation of the fact that we're all here to better ourselves in a certain epistemological route in a certain way, and we all follow guidelines and certain guidelines, but we definitely all follow a structure and such that even if we're so different in all of the fields, I think it's really cool how so many different people from biology and someone from the English department is both interested in the politics and what it is to govern your peers and your community. And so I would really love to be involved in for people to think of me as open to exchange, and I would really love to have the discussion just widen majorly and for it to hear really all perspectives, whether or not you have the type of personality to get in front of a whole body of people or whether or not you are more of someone to write that down. I would really love to be known for the open exchange of dialogue and interdisciplinary approach towards governing, and where everyone would be included, definitely.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.